Hey, my babies, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Raya J, and back with another video. Today is Monday, my babies. I hope all is well with you all is well with me, and I hope we all are continuing to stay about happiness, peace, and love. And I hope we all are continuing to stay determined, motivated, and focused. And I hope we all are continuing to walk in the alignment of stars that Allah. And I hope we all are continuing to walk in the alignment of stars that Allah has for us. So yeah, today's Monday, y'all. I'm about to go get the baby soon. I uploaded 3 new content videos today. So if you haven't checked those out, please go check them out. I uploaded 2 mukbangs and 3 mukbangs, but 2 with food and then 1 with candy. And also what I've done today, I've ran some errands. And yeah, and I ate a little bit. I've been eating really late. Well, because I ate heavy last night. I ate really late today. Oh God, I gotta turn the camera around. Hold on, y'all. All right, here we go. Sorry about that. I didn't even notice. So yeah, this morning I ate a green apple, I ate a tangerine, and I ate 2 boiled eggs. I had a cup of tea, and then I had these little granola bars or whatever. So yeah, in today's video, I know you clicked on a video because you've seen the title. In today's video, I am going to be giving you all another story time. And in this story time, I'm going to be telling you all about the time when I was like a preteen or whatever. And, I was living in my aunt's house and I went to the beach with my friend. And, anyways, let's get into it, right? So one day, I was hanging outside in my neighborhood where I'm from, and my friend, one of my best friends that I grew up with, we're no longer best friends, but at that time in my life, we were best friends. I found out that she was going to the beach with her family. They was having like a family beach day, and I was like, oh my God, I want to go. Because my family never really did no lit shit. Like, my family growing up was pretty boring. All the exciting things that I have done in my childhood, like going to Disneyland, going to Great Adventures,
I mean, I've only been to
family
Great Adventure,
days,
y'all, a
and
few
not
times.
family days,
I've
like
never
beach
been to
days, and
Disneyland.
I've done a lot of things. I can't even remember. But just the great, like, fun activities that I have had, I always used to hang out with, like, my friends' families because my family never did really adventurous, exciting things. The most things, and one of the main reasons why I believe my family never did any, like, really great, exciting things is because, first of all, I grew up in poverty, so my family was really poor, so I'm pretty sure, like, we couldn't afford anything. And then, oh yeah, so just I used to hang out with a lot of my friends' family, and when they was doing things and when they was going places, like I've been to the skating ring, because one of my homegirls, she was having a birthday party at the skating ring, so I've been there. I've been on like a college trip or whatever with like some lady from my neighborhood. She was like the neighborhood president or something like that, and I don't know who funded the trip, but it was like I think like 15 of us the most, and we all went to visit like Harvard and what else, and Bowery, and what's some other really like black colleges. We went to Harvard, I think Hampton. I don't know. We went to like 8 colleges. It was like a college tour to see like what college we were into and if we were interested in going to these colleges. So, we attended a lot of like seminars and stuff like that while we were on a trip. But yeah, I can't remember. I don't know what else. I've done so many things. I didn't do too much things, but I have done like a good amount of activities in my childhood, and it was never with my family. So this particular day, my best friend was telling me, "Oh, Ryan, oh, we better go to the beach. I'm like, oh, let me go ask my aunt, can I go? So I remember going to ask my aunt, can I go? I think I went up, I think I called her on the intercom because back in the day, I don't know if the intercoms work where you all live, if you all are still living like in the projects and, apartment buildings and stuff like that. I don't think my intercom works where I live, but I don't use it, and anybody that comes to see me would never use that, you know what I mean? But back in the day, the intercoms used to work, so I think I called her on the intercom and I was like, oh, so and so is going to the beach with the family, with her family. Can I go? So she was like, oh, come upstairs and get on your bathing suit. So, growing up, my aunt used to make me feel like, me being a curvaceous young girl was a bad thing, like she always wanted me to wear like I couldn't wear tight clothes. I couldn't wear belly shirts. A lot of things I couldn't wear, so you could imagine how I used to what you could just imagine like what I was able to wear going to the beach. You understand? So I had bathing suits and stuff like that, but how things would work in my aunt's house is I'm a preteen. I'm starting to get my little breasts. I'm getting a little butt. I'm getting hips all of a sudden, because I think I got my period at 11, 12 years old, and then once I hit that mark in my life, I started like blossoming, into a young woman, a young girl. And my aunt didn't like that, Instead of her, like, teaching me about my body and, helping me build my self confidence and, just loving myself for who I am and, teaching me, like, to respect my body and stuff like that, she shunned me for it. I had to cover up. I couldn't wear this. I couldn't wear that, and she made me just she made me feel really bad about my breasts, my hips, my butt. I don't know. It's really weird when I talk about it because it's like this is why girls, they say girls are fast and, but it's like no, girls are not fast. If you just educate young girls and just teach them to respect themselves and make healthy and safe decisions over their lives and their body, I think us women will be better off. But instead, some people like me have grown up in families where because you getting breasts and because you have a little butt and your hips are sprouting, that it's a bad thing and you should cover up and you should feel bad about yourself for being a female. And it fucking sucks. But anyways, I went upstairs and she told me, oh, put your bathing suit on and let me see how you look. She always used to be like that with me, like, oh, let me see how you look. But really, she just wanted me to turn around to see if my butt was poking up. Was poking out. So I had on my bathing suit, and then I like put on like some shorts or whatever. And I don't know if I put on a shirt over top at first. I don't know if that was my intention to put on a shirt, you know what I mean, over my bathing suit. It's summertime. I'm going to the beach with my friends. So what most girls do, we put shorts or skirt or a dress, whatever, over top your bathing suit, and you go to the beach. So I had the shorts on over my bottoms, and then she was like, "Oh, go get a shirt." So I was like, a shirt? I'm going to the beach. I'm going to take the shirt off. She was like, excuse me, go put on a shirt. Go get a white shirt and you could take off the shorts, but don't take off that shirt. And I'm like, oh my God. Like in my head, because my aunt really didn't play a lot of that talking back and, that attitude stuff. She used to check me real quick. I used to get my ass whooped. Okay, I used to get my ass whooped. I used to be on punishment left and right because I always had a smart ass mouth. And I just always, I just was never afraid to express myself, regardless of it was to a person of my age, an older person, an adult, an elder. I just always been very vocal. And my family, this is another thing that my family has always shunned me for being so vocal, living in my truth and expressing how I feel. So, I put the shirt on, and before I left, she was like, look at me. Let me show you something. She was like, look at me, let me show you something. And she had these binoculars. She was with her boyfriend at the time. And he had these really like professional binoculars. And she was like, come here. So we went on the balcony and she told me, listen, I'm telling you now, I'm allowing you to go to this beach with your friends, but do not take off that white shirt. Now listen, I'm gonna be watching you. If you think you slick and you wanna be sneaky, I'm gonna be watching you every 15 minutes to make sure you didn't take off that shirt. This is like mental illness right now. Like really, my family, something's really wrong with my family. But anyways, I'm like, okay. She was like, Raya. And before I left, she was like, Raya. And you know, your family give you that look. She was like, I'm serious. I'm like, okay. So I'm like waiting for the elevator. I go down, I meet my friend. I get to the beach. I don't know why this headphone keep coming out. So, I get to the beach or whatever. So I'm having a good time. My friend's family, they brought food and water and drinks and stuff, and they was drinking beers and whatever. They had their music. Everybody's having a good time. And my homegirl, her grandmother had custody of her, so her grandma came to the beach. So I remember her grandma sees me not taking off the white shirt, but I took off my shorts, and then I went to the water with my friend. And when I came back to like get some chips or get like some food or whatever, she was like, Raya, why you got on that shirt? It's 90 something degrees out here. And I was like, my aunt told me I can't take off the shirt. And she was like, girl, take that shirt off. I'm going to call your aunt and let her know I told you to take off that shirt because it's 90 degrees. It's summer. Is she crazy? So I hesitated. I was like, I don't think I should take the shirt off. And she was like, Raya, take that fucking shirt off. So I ended up taking the shirt off. And, of course, I'm at the beach having a good time with my friend and my friend's family. And, fast forward to when it's time to leave. So we leave. I put the shirt back on. And, I go upstairs or whatever. And what happens next is going to blow your mind. But I'm sure that you all expect really crazy story times from me at this point because in every story time that I tell you all, it's really some crazy stuff going on. So I end up walking into the house. And as soon as I walked into the house, she like smacked the shit out of me. Boom! And I start crying. Oh my God. Oh my God. Get the fuck in the room. Didn't I tell you don't take off that fucking shirt? I was like, Miss So-and-so told me to say that I should take it off, that she's going to call you. And she was like, I don't give a fuck who told you to take that shirt off. What did I say? You're my niece. And I'm like, I just went in the room. Oh my God. I hate this house, or whatever. And I'm like, and I'm a really ugly crier. Like I get, like my face turns fucking hideous. And, I'm really dramatic, like, and then I got the ugly face, like, and I can't believe I'm telling a story time. And she was like, you really thought you was gonna, my aunt is very, very, very dramatic. So even after the fact, everything is done, she done hit me and punished me. She still talks shit for like the rest of the day to me, throughout the house. So she's like, you really thought I was playing with you. I told you I got these binoculars and I'm going to be looking at you from the balcony. And, at this point, I'm just trying to like, relax and breathe. And, I went to the bathroom to see like if I had a hand mark on my face. It was really like dramatic and terrible in that house. She actually put me on punishment for like 2 or 3 days after the fact. And yeah, that's the story time on how I got physically assaulted by my aunt for taking off my shirt at the beach. Crazy, right? So yeah, I hope you all, I didn't want to make a pretty long story time. I do have some more content coming to the channel this week. It's Monday. You all will probably see this on Wednesday. Yeah, you all will probably see this on Wednesday. All right, I didn't want to make this story time too long. As I told y'all, I gotta go get the baby soon. So yeah, I love you all so much, my babies. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Peace and love. Bye.